I mean, does it kind of look like a grandma's couch pattern? Probably, but that's what I love.
Alexis Sunshine 83, it's always sunny here.
Hey Sunshiners, Alexis Sunshine 83 here. Hello, happy sunny day. What is up? So New York Fashion Week happened about a week and a half ago, and since I make a lot of thrifting, fashion trends videos, and just trend related videos in general, I thought it could be fun to take a look at some of the collections, just because this is the stuff that we are going to see on all of the hottest fall 2022 fashion trends type of articles. And I love getting inspiration from runway fashion and kind of interpret it in a way that goes with my personal style. And before we get into it, I did just want to say I am not well versed on fashion designers. I'm gonna be completely honest. I just recently downloaded the Vogue runway app to hopefully learn a little bit more of that world. So keep that in mind that I basically know nothing, but I am working on it. Righty, I'm gonna go on the side here. Like I said, I'm not, too aware of fashion designers, so I don't necessarily have a fashion designer that's my favorite. I basically just went on to Vogue and went through every single fall 2022 collection and picked out my favorite. A lot of them were quite boring, to be honest. I mean, it makes sense for fall. There's like darker colors, you don't have as much fun as like spring and summertime. So I definitely picked ones that were like pastel. Starting off with my favorite collection from Markarian. I mean, the pastels and just silhouettes and just pieces are so beautiful. This, yeah, it 100% is my favorite. And starting off with this dress, it's kind of like a sequence dress. I love it. I feel like sequins has kind of come into popularity, but I feel like a lot of times it's with gold, silver, or darker colors, and I usually don't see it in a pastel. So I feel like this mint green is just, it's calling to me and I love it so much. I also really love kind of the sweetheart neckline. I think that's very beautiful. Then this dress, I mean, the high-low dress, it's coming back. I talked about it in my 2010s fashion trends video as actually a trend that I don't like. The high-low skirts and dresses, they just bring back some memories. But specifically with this dress, I honestly think it looks amazing, and I think it actually does a lot to the silhouette of the dress and also the off the shoulder. I am really liking, and high-low and off the shoulder, two things that I usually don't like, but there's just something about the pattern and the way that it's being paired, especially then with the tights. I think it is absolutely beautiful, and I'm telling you, high-low dresses and skirts, by the end of 2022, everyone's gonna be wearing them. Talking about off the shoulder, this dress, like the color is amazing. What color would this be? Pink, it's like a salmon pink maybe, I'm not too sure. But again, I love the silhouette, I love the little ruffles. I mean, this is just such an elegant dress. Like, I want to be wearing it right now. And I actually really love the little ruffles on the waist. It's a good way to add shape to the dress without just putting a belt on it, This dress is also my favorite. Number one, the color. Number two, it kind of just looks like a slip dress, and you guys know I love slip dresses, especially in like a pastel. I feel like I don't see that very often, and specifically this one, the color is just breathtaking, especially with the boots that they paired with it. That whole pattern, it just, honestly, this is, I want to wear this. This is a piece I would wear like every single day. I also really love the slits in the front, then having a lace detail, like seriously amazing. I could honestly spend this entire video talking about their collection because I'm telling you, every single piece is like such a hit. But this dress I had to mention just because, again, the pattern, the texture, the silhouette, I just love everything about it. I do really love almost the little folding part where I guess like the boobs are, the small little ribbon around the waist. Again, it's adding shape without having like a big bulky belt. From the designer Beatrice, their fall 2022 collection. This first one, I mean, I actually really love the sweater, although I know the balaclava has been really, really big, but I don't know if it's just like me, but I don't think hoods or even sometimes beanies, honestly anything that's going over my head, especially like the balaclava just doesn't seem flattering to me on my personal head. I think people that honestly rock it really rock it, and I totally get it. I think it's awesome, especially if you live somewhere cold. Totally makes sense. Also, people that have then, you know, crocheted their own and put like bunny ears, I think that's so cute, but it's definitely just not something that I think is super flattering on my head shape. So definitely I probably wouldn't wear anything like that, but it is interesting that that will kind of continue on all the way into the end of 2022. And then this suit, I mean, it's just such a beautiful butter yellow. Like, it just feels so calming. I 100% want this whole outfit, and I think full on, you know, one color suits or just kind of like one color outfit, it's beautiful. It's honestly beautiful. I mean, this is probably one of my favorite shades of yellow. I think I own one sweater that's probably a similar shade. I also really love the texture of the pants. I think those are super fun. Then with this outfit, I just really liked the layering, and I also really love the color. It kind of reminds me of that sweater I thrifted in Sunday's video. This next one is from Ashlyn Fall 2022. There were only two pieces that I think really stuck out to me. It would be first this outfit. I just love the puff on the shoulders. I love this top. I think it is so amazing and simple. Definitely the trousers, that paper bag style isn't necessarily my favorite, but I could definitely see this top being something I personally would wear. I think this is a great way to show that you can take something really simple or like basics like a white button up and make it interesting. And then this dress, I also just like love the look of it. I love how there's like the exposed on the side. Two styles that really caught my attention that I want to talk about, mainly because I just think they are interesting, which is from the designer Libertine, and specifically this coat. I want to own this coat. I love it so much. It almost has like a bedazzled florals. I love that it's black, and then with the kind of colorful bedazzled florals, the buttons are super big, and I just love that. Big buttons on coats is amazing. I think it is absolutely beautiful, and I feel like this coat has made me realize that. And then gloves are like a cheetah print, which I don't think I've ever seen gloves that are, well, I guess like more from like Target or something where it's like cheetah print. My mom had some that were like a cheetah print, like fuzzy material gloves, but specifically these types, I think that's really interesting. I feel like this particular designer does a good job at pairing almost contrasting type of patterns together, which you can kind of see with these next pieces. Like, there's just something amazing about it. I don't think I would wear any of these pieces, but it just makes me feel like somebody that would have fun with putting together an outfit. Talking about having fun with fashion, we have the designer Batsheva Fall 2022 collection. I, number one, love the actual pieces. Like, I love the pieces. I think they are amazing. And it's actually something I think I could find at a thrift store. But I love that they put like IKEA bags on their models' heads. I don't know, it made me laugh. I thought it was great. This particular dress, I just love. It is so like cottagecore. And again, like I 100% can kind of see the silhouette at like a thrift store. Then this one I thought was pretty cool. We've seen crochet become a super big trend. So this black dress with little like crochet squares, which is interesting because I think it's like a sweater dress, but then with the crochet squares. As you guys know, I'm not super in love with wearing sweater dresses. It just feels kind of off on my body, but I really like this, that it looks really fun. And then this top just like has my heart. I am such a sucker for big puffy sleeves, and from what I've seen, I feel like those sleeves are gonna become bigger. We're gonna start sewing back in big shoulder pads on jackets and tops, and I'm totally here for it. I feel like everyone's accepted that big shoulder pads or kind of that square silhouette is kind of amazing. There is something about a blazer that has like shoulder pads that makes me feel powerful, and like I could like poke somebody's eye out with my shoulder. Like that's what I want. There's nothing that honestly really popped out for this particular designer for me. It's definitely like not my style, but I did just want to talk about this specific kind of outfit, which is from the designer Maisie Wilen from fall 2022. And specifically the boots, they are this like lace up up almost maroon, I think, boot, and I think they're amazing. And I literally just wanted to mention the designer so I could talk about the boots. And I don't know, these shoes just like spoke to me, even though I know the outfit's supposed to speak to me, which is that catsuit style that we definitely have been seeing on the fashion trends websites. I've talked about it, I think, at the end of 2021, and I think you can do the catsuit in a way. I don't think I can, but I've seen people do it and I think it looks amazing. Like there's this one Instagrammer that like put together an outfit with a catsuit, and I just like fell in love and I was like, oh my God, I want a catsuit. I'm not gonna get one because I know I'm not gonna wear it, but seeing it be styled in a different way, it's like, oh, I never thought about that. And that's the great thing about fashion trends, is you don't have to wear it how like the fashion industry is telling you how to wear it. You can get inspiration from it. And so that's kind of what I think when I see this. A designer that kind of caught my eye was Puppets and Puppets Fall 2022. And this particular outfit, I know it doesn't seem like that interesting, but specifically the waist, like that pattern and just like what it's doing for the outfit, I think is amazing. I love the idea of wearing like a full black outfit with then like your statement piece being on your waist. We've definitely seen that with, I guess, like corset bustier type of styles the past 3 years, and I think that's going to continue, and I would love to see more like patterns of them, because a lot of times it's more just plain colors. But my favorite has to be this dress from them. I mean, the whole thing is just so great. Like this dress with the puff sleeves, I just love it so much. It kind of gives me like witchy, you know, type of feel, especially if we put like a dark lip. A designer that I do actually know that surprised me was Coach Fall 2022 collection. There's some pieces in the collection that I'm like, it's kind of boring, but this dress and kind of silhouette I thought was so cute. It's preppy, but it kind of has almost like that baby doll style dress that we've definitely been seeing from like Selkie, but it gives it a preppy edge. And then I also love the neck, like the lace detail on the neck, and then also the sleeves. I think it's amazing. I really like the pattern, and then I love the pop detail of the choker. And then I saw this dress as well. Definitely reminds me of the like twee aesthetic in a way, but I love the colors. I love the silhouette. I love the collar as well, and then especially with those like big glasses. Lastly, from the collection that I really loved was this dress. The big bow on the neck is amazing. Definitely my second favorite collection is from House of Aama, and I mean, these patterns, these silhouettes, they're just everything. I mean, does it kind of look like a grandma's couch pattern? Probably, but that's what I love. It is so me, and if I could get my hands on this outfit, I 100% would. And then this dress, I love the neck detail. Like, give me some lace, some frills, some ruffles, just any of that on the neck part, and I am in love. And I also really like the color. It's kind of like this pastel orange, which usually I'm not super into orange. I think it's because I mainly think of the color orange with pumpkin and like the deeper tones in fall, but pastel orange, I'm like kind of into because of this dress, and I now want to find some pieces that are in pastel orange. I don't know, I just never like really thought of paying attention to pastel orange. Then this dress, I love the material. I don't think I would wear this dress based on the cutouts. It's just not my personal style, but I think it's absolutely beautiful. And then the shoes, almost like jellies in a lavender. Okay, I have another one of my favorite collections from this season by Kim Shui. I mean, again, it's the pastels. They just get me, and like this first one, oh my gosh, I want it so bad. I'm literally going to put out in the universe to hopefully thrift something like it. I love the like fuzzy detail on the neckline and then also the sleeves. I think it is amazing. I love how they paired white tights with it. And then even the next one, the gloves. The gloves are doing it. They kind of look like the gloves that you use to wash your dishes, but honestly, kind of digging it. And lastly, from this collection, they have this dress skirt combo, and definitely the top is my favorite. The draping on the skirt or like bottom half of the dress isn't necessarily like my favorite, but I definitely understand like what they were going for, and I think it does look good. I'm just saying the top is what I would most likely wear, and I do think it's interesting that then they do have the fuzzy trim and then a little bit of a ruffled peplum. Also love the color. We have some more bright colors from Staud. I mean, definitely a lot of turquoise, which I would say is a color I usually don't gravitate towards, but I really love the pairing that they did, especially with this outfit. The cutout in the chest area definitely isn't something that I would wear, but I really like the material that the pants look. And then this dress with then the red boots. Never thought of putting turquoise with red, and I have some red boots, so kind of want to recreate this outfit, see if I can thrift a dress like this. One thing I do like about this certain designer, it seems like even the simple pieces that they create still have something that makes it not necessarily like unique, but you look at it and you're like, oh, that looks really flattering and looks really beautiful. And particularly an example is this dress. It's a bubblegum pink and I'm obsessed with it. I love the neckline. I love the actual thickness of the straps as well. And then that slit, it's like, it's there, but it's not overpowering the dress. Like, you'll see it if you walk, but it's not anything too crazy. And then this dress, I love everything about it. I want to own it. I think it's amazing. It's basically almost like a corset top with then just a really poofy bottom. And the final designer I want to talk about was Zimmermann. Specifically, again, they have pieces that have ruffles, but I think they are just a little bit unique. This dress, now that I'm looking at it, kind of looks like a thing of steak. I don't know why, but like I can't unsee it. Maybe it's the colors or something, but I do really like the ruffles. I think it's really interesting. I love the high neck as well. I did like the color, but now all I see is a steak. But an example of then in a different color is this purple one. I think is just absolutely beautiful. Not super in love with the boots or the tights. They're kind of giving me like galaxy legging vibes, but I do really love the silhouette of the dress. Honestly, I think it's really fun and like eye-catching. And then they also had this dress, which again, I think it's interesting that they have tights that match the patterns of the dresses, and particularly this dress. I mean, come on, look at that chest. Not the chest of the girl, but like the chest detail is giving me angels vibe, not Charlie's Angels, but like I'm an angel type of thing. Very angelic in a way. Same thing with this one. I mean, come on, a dress with stars on it, like yes, sign me up. I want this 100%. It's so beautiful. Again, the puffy sleeves, it's great. And I just love how it's kind of trailing at the bottom. I feel like a couple of years ago, Galaxy, which is where we got like galaxy leggings and stars and space, was really popular in patterns on things. And maybe it's because every billionaire is apparently going to space now that we are now back into space stuff. That's kind of what this is giving me. So maybe again, we will see the galaxy leggings coming back sooner than we thought. Alrighty, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know in the comments right down below which collection you really liked, whether I talked about it or not. And I'm just so excited for when it comes closer to fall time and I can try to thrift things that are similar to some of these collections. And if you do like thrifting and secondhand fashion, then make sure to subscribe right down below and hit that little bell to be notified every time I make a new video. And also don't forget to follow me on Instagram, which is alexsunshine83. I hope you have a super sunny day and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!